Okay, so today I wanted to try something new, because I do have a side channel where I just do vlogs, where it's basically me walking around or sitting around just talking about what I've done today and whatnot, but I want to up the quality to it and add it to my little, like, thing, my little corner of the internet, which is my main channel. I just didn't include it there before because I do not put a lot of effort into it. I just talk, there's hardly any, like, video description, there's no info anywhere. It's just unedited me just going, hey, what's up? This is what I'm doing. But I want to add my thoughts and my words and me just talking to my main channel, mainly because one of the main reasons why I ever started making YouTube videos is because I have so many thoughts and so many opinions, and just, I don't know, I guess a lot of people call me like observant and reflective, like I think about a lot of stuff that other people don't even notice. My friends don't really care about my thoughts on this and that and all the stuff that no one else cares about. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I think about that's really irrelevant, and my friends don't care, and I don't want to force them to listen, so I started making YouTube videos because I wanted to talk. I wanted to actually express my thoughts and opinions and whatnot. So I figured I could start making my little video diary, which is actually me sitting down and talking, just up to production quality a little bit, think about what I'm talking beforehand, like thinking about what I'm talking about beforehand, actually remembering all the words of a sentence, and then just fire ahead and then edit it and actually put some information in the description box and whatnot should it be relevant. It's basically like my vlogs but edited and with a little bit more of an effort. So for this very first one, I'm gonna be talking about 7 out of 10, which is not really like a topic. It's mainly about my thought process as I am making my first book, and it will go into print once I'm finished with it, and also once I get a few more illustrations, because I'm waiting for that. I've been working on my texts, rewriting them, re-scripting, like just fixing the quality basically, and it's been tearing on my mind so much. I've been breaking out again in this area, the stress area basically of your face. I've been stressing out and just fixating on it, and it's been horrible. It's been going out, like, it's just been wrecking my mood, it's been wrecking my quality of life. I haven't felt well in such a long time because of this. Like, yes, I love writing. I'll always be writing. But it also causes me the most distress ever. Like, there's nothing, I think, that makes me feel as bad as me trying to write something and not being able to do it. I think yesterday I was sitting down and I made a vlog that will probably never be uploaded because I forgot. And once, like, my vlogs are like a couple days old, I just don't upload them because I feel like they're outdated. But yeah, I made a vlog and I just talked to myself for like 10 minutes or so about that issue of mine, with me trying to make the texts as good as possible but just not making every sentence perfect, because I can't. I tried. I've been rewriting like the same paragraph 10 times and it's just, it never becomes like perfect. And then I started to think, what if I just try not to make it perfect? Well, most of the people who are going to buy my book, like, I'm only printing like 300 copies of it and I'm selling it like locally to my friends, my family and their friends and stuff. So I'm not really like going for a big market. I'm not really going for the actual fame and fortune. And it's also a really small book. I think it's gonna be like, hold on, legit, this is the size of the book. Okay, it's gonna be a little taller, like it's gonna be a bigger book, but it's gonna be about this thickness, about 50 pages, and it will be hardcover. This is bendable. I will be printing it hardcover, which is why it's costing me so much money. But basically, it's not that big of a book. It's not that big of a book. It's not that big of a deal to most people, and it's not that expensive. It's not like a full price book or anything because it's small. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that I'm expecting a lot from myself that other people aren't. I'm expecting myself to make this like the best thing I ever made, and then I realized that's not possible. That's not doable for me at this point. This is as good as I can do right now. So I decided I would be writing the book 7 out of 10. Like on a like goodness scale. I would do 7 out of 10, and you might think that's aiming low. Personally, I feel like my 7 out of 10 is actually like still okay. It's basically, it's good, it's not mind-blowing, but it's like fine. And with 7 out of 10, I mean like the writing, the actual words and sentences and formulations and whatnot. The story, I feel like that's better. And there's also one thing that I excel at, and I'm not trying to brag, but there's one thing that I am really good at, and that is endings. I have a very like, usually my endings, at least if I like really hit it out of the park, which I often do because endings are just my thing. I have often gotten to the point where I can make friends either cry or get like goosebumps and whatnot because of my endings, and again, I'm not trying to brag, it feels awkward saying that, but part of like trying to improve yourself is realizing what you're good at, and I am good at endings. I am so bad at all the filling, all the stuff in between, though I have realized that when looking at my old texts, even though they're not written all that well, they still have good content, like the story is good. It might not be progressing at the best rate, and the wording might not be perfect all the time, but does that really matter? Every word does not need to be perfect. Every sentence does not need to be perfect. Every paragraph, every page, every chapter, it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's something that I've been having to deal with and having to kind of like talk to myself about. And that's kind of where I've settled right now. So basically what I'm saying is that no part of my book is allowed to be below 7 out of 10 on like a rating scale. Nothing is allowed to be below 7 out of 10. And if anything should be like higher than that, like my endings I feel like can often be like 9, to be completely honest. And I'm not trying to, I hate this. I hate this so much, but you know, stay with me. If my endings can be like 9 out of 10 and the rest of the text can be 7 out of 10 and the story in general can be like an 8 or whatnot, then I feel like that's a good product. If anything goes below 7 out of 10, then I need to fix it. But as long as like it doesn't suck, why does it have to be perfect? As long as the story is getting through, why does the paragraph have to be perfect? Have you ever had that problem before where you're like, at first you're thinking, I have to do this at the best of my ability, like absolutely possible, like if I can hit a 10 out of 10 once, I have to make everything 10 out of 10 because it's technically possible? Do you ever feel like that? Because it's not really realistic. Even looking at the big authors, like the big ones, like Dan Brown, J.K. Rowling and stuff, do you think that absolutely every sentence in there is 10 out of 10? Because I don't. Like, I feel like nothing in the book goes below, like, maybe 7 or 8 out of 10, but they also have like a whole like editing thing with people helping them out and they have more experience and whatnot, so you know. But my point is, if you find like a good book, I would say that there's nothing in the book that goes below 7 out of 10 or maybe 8 out of 10 depending, but that doesn't mean everything is 10 out of 10. Not every sentence is 10 out of 10. Sometimes the sentence is just there to deliver the message, not there to like really give an impact and really make you feel something. Sometimes the sentence is just there to give you information and bring the story forward. I don't know. It's mind-boggling to me because it's not how I'm used to thinking. But then again, I think this is exactly what I need right now. I just need to realize that not everything has to be the best I could possibly do, because I think that there are times where I can get something like a paragraph or a sentence to be like 9 out of 10. Like, I think it's actually like sometimes I am able to do that. And then I thought, well, because I'm able to do that, and technically I should be able to do it with everything if I just work hard enough on it. And I don't know, maybe I'm repeating myself, but I just, this has been such a big problem for me, and I feel like I've gotten such a revelation now. I wanted to do this little video diary for myself because sometime in the future I might be sitting down and like struggling with the same thing as I did prior to this, struggling with thinking that I have to make it so much better than it's actually doable for me at this point, and just because of a technicality. Another example of this is that I, with my actual like writing speed, which is somewhere between 70 to 90 words per minute depending on if I'm getting into a groove or not, technically, if you just use like the numbers and you calculate on it, I could write a full 50,000 word book in less than 24 hours, I think. I might have done it wrong, but that's like a technicality. Like, I can do that in theory, but then again, that doesn't mean I can. That doesn't mean I actually can sit down and do that, because you cannot write at your 100% capability at all times. You cannot work at 100% capability 100% of the time. That's just not humanly possible, I think. I don't think that damages your value as a human though, even though I sometimes feel like that. I just think it's something that I and probably a lot of other people have to learn to deal with, have to learn to accept, and realize that we will get better. My 7 out of 10 today might become like a 5 out of 10 for me 10 years later. Like, my 10 out of 10 today might become my 7 out of 10 in 15 years. And at that point, my 10 out of 10 will be even better. You just gotta focus on what you can do right now. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about today. My little revelation while making my book, which is almost causing me every little essence of life that I have left in me, every little essence of something bright and happy, it's just whisking away in the wind. But now that I'm thinking about this, that I can do it 7 out of 10, I feel so much more relieved. I feel like such a weight is off my shoulders, because as long as I read through a text and I don't find anything that I feel like is really bad, like if I read through the text and the whole thing is like, it's fine, then that's my 7 out of 10. It's like, it's good, it's not like superb, but it's good, it's fine, it's okay, it's good. Like, it's readable without feeling like it sucks. Because I have faith in my story, I have faith in the concept, I have faith in all the other things that make up a book. It's just my writing that's my problem right now. And if I can find my writing to be a 7 out of 10, then I think I'll be fine. For me, for myself, should I ever come back to this, and for anyone watching that might have the same problem, 7 out of 10 is fine. You cannot, and I repeat, you absolutely cannot work at 100% quality 100% at a time. Is not possible. So you have to just think to yourself, where do I want to put my bar? Like, what will I not go below, and work from there. And if you ever spike up, then that's great. If you spike down, fix it, but find a bar that's realistic to you. What is your 10 out of 10 today will be your 5 out of 10 someday, and that's okay, because people grow and people get better. So from the best of your ability right now, work with that and be happy with it, because that is the best you can do right now. And you shouldn't wait until it's better, you should just do it. Alright then, that was my very first video diary, and am I happy with it? Well, it was a little rambly, but I think they will very often be. Thank you so much for watching. If you think this is a good idea, if you have any thoughts or opinions yourself, then you can leave me a comment or give me a thumbs up so I know that, hey, you kind of want more videos like this or anything like that. If there's anything you want me to talk about, then that would be great, because I love requests, because then I know you actually want to watch it, which is awesome. And yeah, I will see you next time. I hope that you're doing okay with whatever you're doing, and have a nice summer. Let it continue on, and I'll see you soon, okay? 안녕!